Business Association of Nagas Canberra, Nagaland International Coffee Seminar organized Kurina, October 1st or 2nd October de Hotel Acacia Dimapur Balulese. Aridu Nagaland International Coffee Seminar do. With the sponsorship of MSME and in collaboration and guidance of the Land Resource Department Government of Nagaland. Itu 2-day event, itu 2-day seminar de resource person kan do tahan 3 June South Africa ba ahigena du seminar du lesson. Not only that, ami kan Nagaland laga entrepreneurs kan various speakers kan by the seminar de be aina hisa lo bolese. Ami kan khopor pai ase that the state government kan gibi invite kurigina ase dula seminar de aji September 23 de ban laga office de press conference rakhina ase ibi joigina press conference laga pore ami kan detail ba saiso.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nukuzo Pesau. I'm the convener for this seminar that we are having. So basically, why we wanted to have this seminar was we saw that there was a gap in the coffee industry. We saw that a lot of people were coming in with coffee products. Produce was lacking. What I mean by lacking is there was a shortage. There have been people who come in with orders of tons of orders, but we always hear that there is not enough. So we wanted to understand that. BAN being a group of entrepreneurs, we looked at this as something that we can explore and assist our entrepreneurs, aggregators, baristas, coffee cafe owners, and so forth. So that is basically one of the reasons why, as an organization, as a private organization, we do not have funds on our own. So we approached MSME, and the Ministry of MSME was kind enough to sponsor this event, and so we are going forward, to promote this event with the assistance of MSME. Likewise, the purpose is it is going to be a 2-day event which will be held in Acacia Hotel. We have 3 very vibrant international resource persons. As the name says, that it is an international event, so we are having 3 international speakers. One is not foreign to us. His name is our very own Peter Vermeulen. He runs an organization called Noble Cause. Then we have Jacko, Mr. Rensberg. He also he has a business consultant who helps entrepreneurs to get into particularly focusing on coffee and also some other products in the market. Then lastly, we have Mr. Calvin Botts. He is the founder and proprietor of Merkava Coffee. All 3 of them are from South Africa. Now we also have our very close to our hearts. We have people like Mr. Vivito, the co-founder of Nagaland Coffee. We have Lichan, who is the founder of Ete Coffee. Then we have one of the speakers, Mr. Langye Ang. He is currently working as the director for Dentiville Enterprise. So basically, he is one person that I also want to highlight who has technical knowledge in the coffee sector, which we look forward to. Then we have Zaketsono Jamir. We also call her Atsi Jamir, who is the proprietor of Coffee Lady. And then we have coming to our objectives. Basically, we have 4 objectives. Basically, the first is the knowledge exchange. We want to impart knowledge. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. We want our entrepreneurs, we want our aggregators, we want our farmers to impart their knowledge to other farmers across the state. That is the knowledge exchange that we're really looking for. We're also looking for networking. I think it is when we talk that we get to network and we understand each other more. We're also looking at promotion. People like Lichan, Vivito, and others alike have been promoting our products very much, but I feel there is still a huge scope for our Nagaland coffee to be taken to the global platform. So this is why we want a lot of promotion to be done. Then lastly, sustainable development. So we want to look at coffee as a sustainable development. We will also be later talking about how the coffee that grows in Nagaland is actually a coffee that does not require you to cut off your trees or do jhum cultivation. It is grown under the shade. So this actually promotes coffee in the state where you do not have to cut down trees. So those are some things that we would like to work on. We will be having workshops and seminars. It's a 2-day event, so we are looking at how coffee cultivation needs to be done, how the processing is done correctly, putting all the technicalities in place, how roasting and cafe management is done. So these are some things that we will be looking at. The other thing, number 2, that we will also highlight on is the coffee tasting sessions. So sampling of coffee, because every coffee from different part of Nagaland will have a different taste and flavor. Now we are looking at networking, basically. So that is the same thing as I've mentioned earlier. Interactive exhibitions, showcases. So we are going to look at how the latest technology in coffee can benefit us. We always talk about producing in large quantity, but technology is what we need right now. Technology is what can really take our state to the international platform. We may not be able to do in large quantity, but we can do quality products, and that's where people will start to identify us. There is also a possibility to use coffee as a tourism. Agri-tourism is something that is flourishing in different parts of the world and also in India. And agri-tourism through coffee, setting up homestays or farm stays, I would say, in the coffee farms can be an attractive way to generate revenue when your coffees are not growing. So we did approach the Land Resource Department, but there were some discrepancies. In other words, they have the 1st October is the International Coffee Day, so it was clashing. Secondly, we got a straight answer, which I personally like. They said no, they cannot sponsor the event. And well, there were a lot of you cannot expect 2 parties to have all the same values or come to a certain agreement. So here we had some back and forth happening. Yes, we had interactions with them, but they said that they will not be able to participate, and number 2, they will not be able to sponsor this event. The other, coming back to your question regarding coffee being a crop that is being promoted by LRD, yes, we respect that. We will be working with them in the future, but this event that we are promoting is basically more focused on promoting people to get into the coffee sector. So it is not like we are trying to hijack anything as such, but we are only trying to assist more people or encourage more people to get into the coffee sector.
As mentioned by the convener, that the content of the event is already highlighted. But so what BAN aspires to do is that we explore different opportunities so that our Naga entrepreneurs benefit from the. We have the resources, we have the schemes, we have the central government, support in many ways, but we have not been able to take advantage of all the support that has been made available to us. In fact, this is the first of its kind organized by Business Association of Nagas as far as coffee is concerned. So coffee as a product, we have there is already an international recognition of Nagaland coffee, and we have seen the potential, and it is also worth mentioning that we already have homegrown brands like Ete, Ju, Nagaland Coffee, and all of that, and it's really commendable that in such a short span of time, so many homegrown brands have already mushrooming in the state, and we saw that there is an opportunity, there is a trend worldwide. Coffee products are trending, and so we explored to find a way to promote these, and we are committed to building the business community and we are committed to promoting the Naga entrepreneurs, and also we have been closely associated and working alongside MSME. So the schemes were available, but as I mentioned earlier, that we have not been probably wise enough to have availed the schemes made available for all of us. And BAN is doing that. BAN is exploring that, and we are trying to make sure that all the support that are available is reaching the beneficiary. So this is one of the highlights. This is one of the reasons why this international coffee seminar is organized, and it has nothing to do with whether. It's not important whether we are working with state government or not, but what is important is we are focusing only on promoting and committed to building the Naga entrepreneurs.
My question is regarding promotion, right? As entrepreneurs, as promoters, how do you see the coffee industry, and how are you looking at the business? Are you promoting large scale mass production, or creating a niche market, taking advantage of Nagaland's organic branding? As far as coffee is concerned.
As I mentioned earlier, there are many brands who are cultivating and growing coffee, and not only those brands, but there are also farmers, growers, who are not creating any brand as such. So we are not targeting. BAN is not the owner of the coffee products here. So individually, those brands will, we are providing them the platform to promote their own products. So as far as promotion is concerned, it depends on the individuals, it depends on the brands who will be availing this opportunity.
Okay, you have data on the total annual production?
Yes. I would like to add to what my colleagues have said. Like I personally, I am working very closely with the farmers, especially the coffee farmers. I've been working with the spice farmers initially, but having ventured into the farms and going into the farms personally, I've also noticed that a lot of crops are just left without the trainings of pre-harvest and post-harvest managements are not taught to the farmers. So this is where even the large cardamom, the production has failed drastically in our state. Especially this year, the production has really gone down. So the farmers they're all given up. So when we visited, we also saw that the farmers have shared us grievance about what to do with the coffee. The coffees are growing so many cherries. I've witnessed with my own eyes that the cherries are just lying down, like they're just dropping on the ground in the fields, and they're just getting dried. So this is where we felt the need to intervene, and then I intervened. Like we said, there is one of our speakers, Mr. Langne Ang. So he is a PhD scholar in agriculture, chemistry, and soil science. So this is how we got together with a group of coffee enthusiasts, and then we tried to capture the data, like you said. So even for this coffee seminar, we try to capture the data. But in papers, of course, we will see a lot of tons and tons of data. But actually, when we go into the field in the ground level, there is no such data. But the actual data that I've been working since past 2 years with the coffee farmers, it is increasing season by season. Because coffee is like, it starts from October to April end, the seasons of the harvesting season. So it is hardly 800 kgs to 1000 kgs of cherries per day. So this is the approximate ground level data. And then we also have so many districts coming up with the coffee. So I think this year the highest and the best coffee in terms of quality was from Woka village, Woka district. And then the second was from Mogokchung, then Kohima, then Zinipoto, then Mon, then Longling coming up very well. Then Peren is also coming up, and Noklak. It's just because of the transportation problem, and then because of the road and the transportation problem, Noklak is facing a lot of problem. Otherwise, I have visited Noklak, and then the farms are also doing well, but end-to-end market is not available for the farmers. And Gifri, Newland, and Peg districts. So these 11 districts are coming up.
So you have at least how many are actually producing coffee?
Yes, not only producing, but these districts,
Okay.
these districts such as Peren, Noklak, Kifri, Newland, and Peg, they are coming up. They've started planting the coffee seeds, the saplings. So in 3 to 4 years' time, the fruiting will start. So production might go up during the time.
800 to 1,000 kilos, is it the entire state or just district?
Per district, yes.
Per district.
Yes.
So,
Per day.
Per day,
so
yes.
this is an average weightage.
Yes, as we all know, like coffee cannot be, if it is in terms of commodity coffee, then the ripe ones, even the raw ones, everything can be mixed and plucked at one go. But we are dealing with specialty coffee, so every ripe cherries, only the ripe cherries has to be plucked every day. So it is a very labor-intensive work.
So are these growers one-time growers, or they are in for a long?
Yeah, like I said, most of them, they were like on the verge of giving up this coffee plantation, ginger plantation, and cardamom plantation as well. But when we intervene, and then there are also a lot of entrepreneurs who are into it. So now they are going district to district, like trying to motivate the farmers as well. So when we show them this end-to-end market, value chain and supply chains, and organizing such in an international seminar like this, a lot of farmers are like motivated, and now they have also started growing in more saplings. So they are long-term farmers. And then a coffee, if taken care of, the post-harvest and pre-harvest management, if they are taken care of properly, then it can last up to 20 to 30 years, the tree.
The question that you asked about organic or is it non-organic?
No. I'm not about, because are we looking at large-scale production, to compete with others, internationally, or trying to build a niche market, where we can say, we already have Nagaland as an organic state. I mean, not in the agricultural sector, and we have that brand, organic branding, right? So are we looking at just focusing on instead of competing with other big companies or big producing states or countries, why don't we create a niche for ourselves?
I'm sure Nagaland will grow or produce coffee in a mass, scale, not with quality. That is with quality, because most of the way it is grown, it's all we can say it's organically grown. Though we cannot say that it's organically tested or through all these. Yes, but then it has the quality to be an organic. So even Nagaland coffee producers or packagers, they always write that organic.
Yes. And also, I would like to add one point from the business association point of view. Like, we do not want this seminar to just be a seminar and then people come and attend and that's it. We do not want it to be this way. We want to leave an impact on this seminar. So we will also be working very closely on providing at least a primary processing unit to provide and to produce a quality coffee, where we can also, since Nagaland coffee has made a good reputation in the international level as well, so we also want to we'll bring up, I think, no?
Yeah.
A primary processing unit in each of the districts where the districts are doing good. So this will be intervention by BAN and MSME.
MSM, right.
Yes.
See, there are a lot of things which we cannot discuss the entirety of it, at least not today. It's a very long process. But I would like two things that I think we should take back, everybody should take back from this, at least meet. One is regarding mass production, that I also want to add a little bit. We can do mass production or bulk production, as we technically say, to a certain level, but we cannot compete with the big states, definitely not. But we can definitely give premium niche product. And I think that is what our entrepreneurs are doing it. And we are just here to support them. MSME has been supporting us from a long back, and they have not broken the ice, but we are looking at, like my colleague here has mentioned, primary processing units probably. But these all come down to the most important thing, power supply. And that is why in this event, we are also inviting people from the power department, because our farmers, our coffee growers in the states are doing it manually. So when we say bulk production, all the villagers cannot do it manually, and we cannot expect to hull the coffee manually and then send it or export it. So we need power production, we need power availability in village level, so that processing can be done at village level. We don't want development just to be in Dimapur and Kohima. We want development, we want processing units to go to every nook and corner of the state. And for that to happen, I think we need power. So these are things I think we are trying to look at, not just a coffee where you come, enjoy, drink a coffee, and you just go back home and go back to whatever you're doing. We want to look at issues that is preventing our vibrant Naga entrepreneurs from growing. So that is something that I would like to highlight in particular.
And majority of the participants will be the actual and genuine coffee growers from all the districts.
You can highlight some of the topics that we will be touching upon.
Yes. So
yes. So we have also invited the state government departments, which is aligned with Agri and Allied. So the Department of Soil and Water Conservation, Government of Nagaland would be joining, because before growing any kind of a crop, soil testing is very important. So soil needs to be checked, so we're inviting them. Then also we are inviting the Department of Water Resource Department, and they will be highlighting on the importance of irrigation in coffee plantation, which is also one of the very important factor. Then we are inviting the director from the Department of Industries and Commerce. So he will be emphasizing on the topic empowering coffee growers, its opportunities, and government support for a thriving coffee industry in Nagaland. Then we are inviting the Department of Power, where they will be emphasizing on the critical role of power infrastructure in supporting coffee processing and equipment efficiency. So, and then the speakers, the workshop, seminars will all be given by our local entrepreneurs who have already put their hands into the coffee industry, because they have the practical and hands-in experience. So, and also as you can see in the banner, almost all the sponsors are our local entrepreneurs. So I think this would be a very good time for all the farmers and entrepreneurs and enthusiasts to learn something and take something from. Thank you.
Emporium Nagaland is India's leading aviation, hospitality and cruise line training institute with 100% job placement assistance in India and abroad. We provide customised workshops for various organisations and internship programme for college students. We aim to empower educated, unemployed youths with global opportunities. We love Emporium!